this Veterans Day, we salute those and offer support to those who have served. And a veteran who'll be taking over a very prominent position in college football for more than a year from now. Lieutenant General Richard Clark has been selected to replace Bill Hancock as Executive Director of the CFP. Bill Hancock has served for 10 years in that position, will continue for one more year, and then General Clark will take over. Approaching kickoff in Athens, Holly is with Kirby Smart.
Well, Coach Smart, you said Brock Bowers is a game-time decision, but the field is a little bit wet. There's a drizzle. How much can he do tonight?
I don't think the field will have an effect on him. I think that if anything, it doesn't make it stick as bad. So he looks good. We're going to try to let him go and get some plays.
You guys have a lot of tempo to contend with on defense. How do you do that without one of your best linebackers?
We practice it a lot, so we got to let him just go play and have fun.
You've asked the crowd to be loud tonight. How's this to start?
Looks good so far.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Go Dogs.
He has challenged the crowd to be elite, a word that is used a lot around these parts. It's not known as one of the most raucous environments. These fans are not spoiled, though. They know how to bring it in a big game, Kirk. They brought this morning in the sunken conditions of game that
they sure did. The rain didn't affect them at all. This is a great setting. I just love the SEC in these big environments and big time games. This will be tough for Ole Miss's offense. It'll be exciting to see him get the ball here first.
Yeah, Kiffin won the toss, and he'll take the football. So, Jared Circle, Texan will boot it away. Ulysses.
Welcome back to Sanford Stadium. We are about to start the first quarter of the game. And we're live at Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia. This is home of the Georgia Bulldogs take on the Ole Miss Rebels, and we are underway at the Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia.
Jackson Darby's USC, part of a meltdown in 21. This is his second season, Kirk. He still plays with a chip on his shoulder. He comes from a football family because Kiffin brought in a couple of guys to kind of challenge him. Two high-profile transfers, and Dart fought him off, and he's had a tremendous second season here.
Yeah, he has. I love that Lane Kiffin told us he plays quarterback like a linebacker. That gives you an idea, and probably a big influence from his dad, with his dad being a football player. He's going to have to play well tonight, be on point, and he's going to have to be involved in running the football.
And right away, you got to flinch.
Uh-oh.
Before the first play, the crowd and the movement of that Georgia defense plays a role. They do it a lot, and they draw a lot of false starts.
And that was Caleb Warren, the center. Yeah, you're going to see this all night. That's a stem. Georgia does this. And when they do that, in a crowd, you can't really hear the center moves the football. So the last thing they can do is have false starts to get behind the sticks.
Shuffled offensive line. Right tackle Micah Pettis hurt himself in practice this week. He is out. Dart launching downfield over the hands of Dayton Wade, who had gained some separation. Could have been an electric play to open things up.
Bullard getting down a little bit nosy in the box, not expecting Ole Miss to take a shot on the very first play of the game. He was beaten. Wade had him beat by a couple steps. They just missed a home run here to start this game.
Dart to Jenkins. And he's met right at the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. Strong play by Tyke Smith. And now it's third and very long.
Tyke Smith is a name we'll be calling a lot all over this field. One of the most productive players on this Georgia defense, 23.
So you had the false start, and then you had that opportunity missed that you talked about. You don't get many against this Georgia defense. Georgia not showing pressure. They only rush three. Dart steps up, flips it short, but a long way to go for Jenkins, and he'll come up just short. Lower the pads, but a half yard shy of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Jaylon Walker missed him coming out in the backfield. They're going to take a chance here. Throwing 35-yard line.
You got Jaden Williams limping up. He's the replacement left tackle, and they get it. Direct snap. Judkins powers for a first down. How about the gamble at the own 35?
Hey, it gives you an idea. There's a little bit of a limp there. It's like Jaden Williams.
That's tough. See, Williams steps up, starting at left tackle. Victor Curran moves to right tackle with Micah Pettis down tonight. struggling, Kurt. Jenkins, the busiest running back in the SEC, leads the conference in carries, is third in rush yards.
This is something to keep an eye on because the way he was moving Williams, he's getting up now slow. And in fact, they're going to take him off the field. He tried to gut it out. Now they're going to end up moving Kern back to that left tackle spot.
Eli Acker, number 73, a backup guard, is in the game.
This line finally has been getting healthy these last few weeks, and now they have to deal with this and that atmosphere of this defense.
Pitch on the edge. Two stiff arms from Jenkins, who is having a terrific season. Muscles through Dalen Everett for a first down.
Last year, his freshman year, he kind of exploded onto the scene, and everybody was expecting huge numbers from him early this year. Their offensive line with a lot of transfer portals, they didn't have continuity. They had some injuries, but since the LSU game, it's been a different offense. Jenkins has been able to do it. You can see the broken tackles and the yards after contact, and we saw that there to pick up that first.
So crucial to get that first down to get the offense going here. There's a keeper for Dart, and the end for about 3.
Love his legs, and he's not explosive, but he's athletic, and he runs powerfully at 6'2", 220, and it makes that defense have to respect him, and it can open up different aspects of the pass game with the threat of his legs.
He's run for 7 touchdowns this season. Slow developing play. Dart in the pocket, delivering some pass, and he was in the grasp with Smile Munden stepping up, and the pass is incomplete.
Yeah, you see him here. They only rush 3 and drop 8. Munden's just kind of reading the back. He sees no threat, so he's going to come in there on a green dog blitz and eventually gets to him. But give Dart a lot of credit. There's that strength we talked about at 6'2", 220, just to be able to get out of that and throw it away.
So Judkins out. Ulysses Bentley is the back on this 3rd and 6. Pocket collapses. Dart takes off. And he'll make the first down and more with his legs. Scampers inside the Georgia 40. Jalen Walker had a chance but couldn't corral it.
Well, look where Jalen Walker comes, Chris, and when he doesn't get home, look what happens. Nobody's on the edge. You're playing man-to-man. You play man-to-man against Jackson Dart, you better get your eyes turned around. No one's there to pick him up on that scramble.
14-yard gain. Now Dart delivers a sideline route wide open as Kevin Priestman, the tight end. Was come back healthy, knocked down by Bullard, but it's 1st and goal Rebels.
And Priestman comes in motion. Nobody picks him up. Nobody accounts for him. He did a good job of selling it and getting behind the true freshman, Raylan Wilson. But this is Ole Miss right here on the attack.
He's down on one knee, Kirk, the tight end, after making that reception. They picked up 33. He's just been getting back after a knee injury early in the season. Missed the first 3 games. One of the tight ends who came out of the portal from Memphis. This will be tough if
he can block, he can catch. He's a threat here. He's going to come in motion right here. But watch the Georgia defense lose it. Remember, Jamon Dumas-Johnson is not playing. So you got a young freshman linebacker right here. His eyes are in the backfield, completely loses the big tight end down the sideline. And that, to me, coming into this game, was my biggest thought and concern for Georgia. Smile Munden's on one side, but Jamon Dumas-Johnson, 10, not playing, affects the communication against an up-tempo offense, and we've seen it a couple times on his first drive. Young linebackers getting lost with their eyes in the backfield.
Bullard came across, got the helmet on the leg. It looks like Priestborn is up and walking to the sidelines. It's to be okay. Now can they punch it in?
Like I said, he is a very, very important part of this offense. He sets the edge. We've got an official now. We've got a lot going on here in these first 5 minutes of this game.
Uh-oh.
Remember, they went for this on 4th down.
One of the officials, one of the referees is down.
About Lane Kiffin's approach tonight.
The early gamble. This is the 11th play of this opening drive. Georgia, not particularly.
This whole stadium is very packed.
This season, and look at this. In goal-to-go drives, only kept them out once, 10 of 11 times. Opponents have scored a touchdown in these situations. Judkins is back in the game. at the football, makes a cut, and will score standing up. The flag is down to hold up. No, another flag comes in late.
Holding. Offense number 78. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Jeremy James, guard.
And they move him out here to tackle, Chris. And anytime you see a ball bounce like this, you worry about the edge. Did somebody lock somebody up? And in fact, he does. How about they're rotating guys all over that front? You talk James, he's normally a guard. Now he's down at right tackle. And Lane Kiffin doing the best job that he can. And John Garrison, that offensive line coach.
Got him in a bear hug there. So instead of a touchdown, first and goal from back of the 15. Judkins makes a cut and scores anyway. Call it back. Take two is a touchdown. And the Rebels down the field 75 yards. 15-yard touchdown run.
Remember we talked about the offensive line moving around? Well, you're going to watch the blocks by the left side of this offensive line. Watch them be able to get this outside stretch play. You talk about getting a hat on a hat here. Good job by the receiver picking up the safety there, Bullard. And there's that tough downhill running by Quinshon Judkins.
You talked about the offensive line, which is reshuffled. Guys playing out of position, guys stepping up. How about that performance against this Georgia defense on the road?
Needed to start fast coming in here. They sure did that on that first drive.
Early gamble by Kiffin, and the Rebels cash it in.
Okay.